what about the balance sheet? What about, your practice management reports? What about the other things that you as a business owner think about? And that's where we get into the granularity of trying to make a difference.
You know what? So you just hit on a button here that so you get stuff that's 90 days old, which is already 1 quarter old.
Old.
I mean, should the doctors be saying real time data within days and not not quarters?
Yes. And in the age of technology and AI and all the fun stuff, which is a whole nother 6 month conversation, there's KPIs. So we talk about KPI cadence, right? There's daily KPIs, weekly, and of course, monthly, if you will. The daily KPIs are that patient throughput. What's going on the schedule today at the beginning of the day and what happened through the day? Did schedule fall apart? Did everything that we thought was going to happen happen? Did we fill it up? Weekly, we follow those same mindsets, but we're starting to think more operationally. Are the things that we did in that marketing campaign translating through our practice? So often I meet with a provider, they run a promotion or they run a big ad campaign, and the front desk who's taking the phone calls doesn't even know about it. So they're taking conversations and taking calls. Yeah, I'm calling in to schedule such and such appointment, or I'm calling in for such and such a promotion, and you have the front desk scrambling. So, and then there's the monthly where we pull it all together. And you don't always, yeah, 90 days old is bad, but even if you're looking at a month in arrears, how does that impact the next 12 months? I want people to look at trailing 12 months, year over year comparison, and budget to actual. And we all should be setting a budget each year.
Are you saying that no matter really what business you're in, healthcare, whatever it is, that these guys should be reviewing this stuff almost weekly?
Yes. Yeah, I mean, if we
Wow.
can't make decisions, right? If we're looking to affect change, we go back to our $100,000 example. If we're in that month saying, all right, we're doing 120 and the whole team's aligned on it, and we look here on the 27th and we're at 95 or we're at 85 or whatever it may be, what are we doing? We can't wait for 3 months to see how did we do on hitting that goal, because now we just missed the next 3 months of setting goals. It's we are affecting change actively throughout the month.
So
Now, I'm going to caveat all
yeah,
of that
I,
real
I was I,
quick.
I was going to
Yeah, go
follow up
ahead.
on
Yeah.
that one.
Well, I'm going to caveat all of that to say what we don't want. And you're a business owner, I'm an entrepreneur. It's what we don't want is a whack-a-mole situation. And that happens all the time where we have fire drills we're trying to put out. So it's still steadfast on, hey, this is the KPI that we're focused on for the next 90 days. And say we're doing production per patient, we're going to get our arms around it, we're going to measure it, we're going to see what's going on within our practice. Well, if something happens over here, it's not like, oh, well, now we need to look at new patients to active patients. No, this is our KPI. We'll put that one to the side, we'll come back to it. You still want to track it, but we can't affect change if we're focused on this one's going to pop up a little bit. There's got to be some cadence to it.
So it's so we run into a lot of these cases, and you guys probably do too, where these practices are heavy in staff, way heavy in
Yes.
staff.
Very
So how
heavy.
do you equate the labor costs, right,
Yeah,
with that with collections? How do you reconcile that, or just
yeah.
it's an overall strategic thing, like you're running a quarter behind, so you have no idea what your labor costs are.
Well, and we've all managed folks, right? I think the biggest thing is in this law of efficiency being gained, but also in this law of every employee wants to do their best in a shop. When we have these new startup practices or new startup businesses in general, and those first 60, 90 days, 120 days where they're building that book of business, or even 9, 12 months out, they're staffing based on what's happening. Well, those staff are building their own habits. And if you tell somebody they're full time, they're going to fill 40 hours a week full time with things because they want to be valuable for the practice. Fast forward 12 to 18 months, are they still doing things we don't need them to do? And what we see is practice owners are like, well, I need to hire somebody else because they're busy. Well, maybe they are, but are they doing things that we don't need them doing anymore? We have technology that can eliminate that problem, or create those efficiencies. So we always do that status check each year of saying, what are we working on? What are the problems? We want engagement from the team.
So with those KPIs, is that some of the biggest reasons that you outlined as why practices are flat?
Yes.